Some people love rituals, some people don't. Some people are curious about rituals, while some are, we can say, are absolutely disinterested in them. But let us understand what a ritual is. Is it a mere superstition, or does it have the power to be a catalyst for transformation? Does it have the power to be a catalyst for manifestation of a blessing? Let us see. If you look at nature, you find rituals everywhere. Birds have their courting rituals. Animals have their acceptance of authority rituals. They also have fighting rituals. You find there is a way they have done things over and over again for thousands of years, and it is a ritual. We modern humans have our rituals. The way we greet another on the phone with a hello or a ciao is a ritual. The way you run and hug your child after your return from work every day, it is a ritual. The way you take leave of your partner every day to work is a ritual. These are rituals that most irreligious among us do, as well as the religious do. The more religious among us have a way of taking God's name before having food or beginning the day. The benefit of all these everyday rituals is that it brings a sense of security, it brings order into our lives. Let us now talk on deeper rituals. At Ekam, we have certain rituals that create a sacred space for learning to unfold. We greet each other with a namaste and a smile. Namaste is a sign of loving respect for each other. It is also acknowledging the sacredness and oneness of our being, of the Atman in all of us. Let us now talk about certain ancient mystical rituals which are not commonly practiced in the world, like the fire rituals or the homas. Some of these rituals found in the Vedas are thousands of years old. These ancient mystic rituals can be understood at 3 dimensions. At the dimension of the mind, these fire ceremonies get you focused on your intention. And as you go through the ceremony stage after stage, your vision for whatever you're setting out to achieve becomes very clear and fills you with passion. After a fire ceremony, you inevitably find greater clarity of purpose. In the divine dimension, during these mystical rituals, our chattering, skeptical mind gets silenced. You move into an inner sacred space where you experience communion with the divine, where you experience the universal intelligence. In this divine communion, sometimes the karmic obstacles in your consciousness are revealed and are also dissolved. And what you would experience thereafter is a miracle. It is a coincidence. It is a synchronicity that would happen. In the consciousness dimension, you connect to the experiences of the sages who have been doing these rituals over thousands of years. You tune into the ancient morphic field, and during the ancient mystic rituals, our consciousness tunes into the experiences of the sages of the past. Perhaps some sage thousands of years ago had the experience of negative energy leaving him. You might have the same experience and see the same form that left him those years ago. You would see them, that same form, leave you. If the sage had experienced a great power awaken in him, you could experience the same power awaken within you. In terms of the brain, each of these ancient mystic rituals are known to affect different parts of your brain, and different neurotransmitters of your brain are being affected. But every one of them is known to silence the lower brain, also called the limbic system. which is responsible for fear, for aggression, and inner agitation. A great serenity and spiritual power are experienced by those who immerse themselves in an ancient fire ceremony. As a result, you may be left with a transcendental experience after a fire ceremony. Of course, for any of these three dimensions to open, the Advaryu, or the one who's leading the Havan, must be practicing Yama, Niyama, Pratyahara, and Dharana, which means certain breath regulation practices, withdrawal of senses for periods of time from the external world, and engage in meditation on the presiding deity of the Havan and experience a sense of union. Sri Krishna Ji and I nurture our disciples, the Ekam Dasas, for this kind of a sacred communion with the divine before they enter the Havan Sthal.